All right, guys, welcome to the Git Bit Podcast. Podcast for blurs, for nerds. If you have a fandom, you are most certainly welcome here. I'm your host, most Will Buchanan. Might be solo. Don't know if Joe's coming along. I hope he is coming. But if not, we still gonna have this train rolling. But just like the WWE old guys, we do try to watch our language, but sometimes words do fly at the same time, guys. There may be things that might be shown tonight that might be just a little on the might be too intense for younger viewers. So viewer discretion is advised. Aside from that, welcome. Well, there's really no other way to start this because, and yes, I would be remiss not talking about Black Panther, but we will not talk about Black Panther Wakanda Forever, just because it is recent released. People are seeing it, and if you've been on social media every freaking where, it's annoying. But we do have a rule here on Git Bit, and the rule is simple. We do not talk about anything that's just recently been released. So we will not come back to Black Panther Wakanda Forever until at least a week later, where me and Joe and others can give our opinions on that movie just because it carries so much weight. But with all that being said, though, we also did receive some news, unfortunately, today. The voice of Batman, Kevin Conroy. If you don't remember him, if you've been like me and you're a kid of the 80s and 90s, you recognize this scene I'm about to play.
Yeah, toxin.
Bruce.
No, not now.
You are a disgrace.
No, you are not my father. I am not a disgrace. I am vengeance. I am the Knight. I am Batman.
Yes, that voice. Unfortunately, guys, it is sad as my unfortunate responsibility to report that Kevin Conroy, and in our opinion, and everybody's opinion, the voice of Batman, has passed away at age 66. He actually was, for the longest time, was very sick with cancer. But he did play the voice of Batman, the animated series. He played the voice of Batman in the Arkham series. And also did have a bit of a cameo in the CW crossover of Crisis on Infinite Earths as playing, I forget which Earth's Batman he was playing. But there's no other way to say this, guys. With a voice as iconic as his, with a voice that, literally and figuratively is what we grew up with. A lot of us grew up with that voice. So yes, it is a sad day for Batman fans that the voice of Batman has passed on. So may he rest easy, because there are so many memories attached to that voice and for what that man has done, not just as a voice actor, but also in the con convention and cosplay community, because there's so many stories. If you ever get a chance, definitely go on YouTube and you will see 100 stories about what this man has done behind the scenes. But again, like I said, it's one of those things that's just a really sad day. It's a day that we should be happy, of course, if you're going to go see Black Panther, regardless if you're wearing white or not, go enjoy it. Don't spoil it. I will say this. Please don't be like the millions of people already on social media spoiling things. People, we work, we have responsibilities, you have kids, life gets in the way. Everybody wants to go see Black Panther, myself included. But you don't have to say anything short of, go see it. It's worth it. Just leave it at that. We don't need to see look, by now, if you haven't learned at a Marvel movie, you stay until the screen goes white. Let's just be honest about that. That has never changed. But yeah, aside from that, don't spoil it, because we all have questions. Joe and myself on this show have given our guesses as far as who's behind the cowl. We've discussed it in thoroughly, and we just want to see if we're right. Aside from that, leave it be. There's nothing else that needs to be said about that movie except go see it, just because it does mark the end of Phase 4 in the Marvel world. Now, speaking of Marvel, Marvel does have an upcoming schedule. I know it's kind of weird to say that, Marvel in Phase 4, we're so used to it by now, and yet it still has a schedule. And that schedule as it shows. Don't forget that the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special, which again will have Kevin Bacon in it in 2022. That'll probably be second to last of James Gunn's Marvel responsibilities outside of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Of course, the next season of What If will start in early 2023. We'll start off in the movie season of Ant-Man the Wasp, Quantumania, which will see the first introduction of Jonathan Majors' character into the MCU, I guess, because I guess if you count Loki, that was his real first introduction, but technically it wasn't Kang the Conqueror, it was He Who Remains, if you want to get technical about that. But Ant-Man the Wasp: Quantumania will show Kang's first introduction to the MCU, followed by Secret Invasion, which is basically Samuel L. Jackson taking on the Skrulls, and then of course James Gunn's final movie in the MCU, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, will be in May 5th. Of course, there are a couple of television shows we will be seeing. Echo will launch in summer 2023. We'll get Loki season 2 also next summer. The Marvels, which is the next movie that's actually going to have really all the Marvels, Captain Marvel, Photon, or I guess they're going to call her Photon just because that name also fits. And Miss Marvel, again, was a great series, so we're going to see that as well. Ironheart and X-Men 97, also Agatha, Coven of Chaos. We're going to see that in the winter. Of course, the big one that everybody's waiting for, Daredevil Born Again, which won't be until 2 years from now. We'll have the longest that will actually have the longest episode run in the MCU. Captain America: New World Order will be Sam Wilson's first run as Captain America with the leader. The Thunderbolts, Blade, of course, that's got a new date just because of the script writing and redones. Deadpool 3 also be in 2024 just because we're waiting to see Deadpool Wolverine. Fantastic Four, hopefully they keep Jonathan Krasinski. Hoping, because that man did an exceptional job, Mr. Fantastic. Will also be in 2025. Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and the Untitled Marvel movie. It could be let's be honest, I don't really want to guess it, but as we get closer to 2025, which is 3 years from now, we'll get that. Of course, Secret Wars in 2026, Vision Quest, live action Spider-Man sequel, Armor Wars, Wakanda series, Marvel Zombies, Shang-Chi, and the next Shang-Chi movie, and Wonder Man are all to be determined. But that being said, guys, it's not the fact that we will not be without Marvel within any time soon, really. Also, for still fact matter, guys, I did want to point this out just because we are seeing a lot of Black excellence going on here. And wait a minute, hold on. There he is. Hey, Joe, can you hear me?
Okay, so I guess I'm on location.
Yes, you are. You are on location. Oh, you want to tell the people what you're doing, Joe, since you're on location?
I'm doing that.
As you can tell,
all right, come on, everybody's a guest on my podcast right now.
As you can tell where Joe is.
I accidentally clicked the link, and now the podcast is going. Everybody, come say hi.
Everybody's on. Let's make it a party. Well, as you can see, guys, Anna Gamora. As you guys
no, she's She-Hulk.
She's She-Hulk. Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Jennifer Walters, attorney-in-law.
My bad. Sorry. So with that being said, guys, you can see Joe is on location as Mr. Knight. Joe, you want to tell the guys tell the folks what you're doing real quick?
Do what?
You want to tell the folks what you're doing?
We were at the Malco Theater with Dad Bod Cosplay. Just cosplaying, taking pictures out here. I'm Mr. Knight, and we just got a variety of people.
Nice. And also, guys, for all those that want to know, Dad Bod Cosplay is definitely a cosplay community. Definitely now. But yeah, Joe, I know you've seen Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, so just really quick, go ahead and give your impressions of it.
I cried. I was offered a tissue. I turned down the tissue because it was Tony's and there was a lot of butter on it.
You turned down because there was a lot of butter. You just sat there and said, "I see."
No, he offered it to me. He's like, "Tony, how much butter's on this napkin?" He's like, "I'll get you another one."
Oh man, just wow, wow. Oh wow! So since you're on location, how big is the turnout for Black Panther tonight? As you got.
Oh, we've been busy. Like this is the first time we've had downtime in like since 6 o'clock.
Oh, since 6. So y'all been at it for a good.
No, I'm on a podcast with the buddy right now.
Oh, you guys.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how my back's doing.
Oh, you need.
What's up?
You need it.
No, not right now. We're good.
Okay, but yeah, I was gonna ask you since I got you. Aside from that, I did actually do the Kevin Conroy iconic Batman video.
That is just sad.
It's as one of our friends has said today exacts a heavy toll. Just because he is the voice of Batman. He was the voice of Batman in the Arkham game, the animated series, and many other things. But really quickly, your thoughts on that as far as, a heavy loss, not only as a voice
We're moving. We're moving.
Are you moving?
Yeah, we're actually moving. This is weird. I don't do these kind of things normally.
This is the first time we've done an on-scene live talk. Oh, we're doing well so far. We're doing well. But yeah, just what are your thoughts on the passing of Kevin Conroy and just the effect it's going to have on us as a community?
I mean, he was the best on-screen Batman ever to exist. So there's so much to say, but at the same time, so much has already been said.
That is true. A lot of people,
We're talking about the passing of Kevin Conroy.
He was the best voice of Batman.
He just was Batman, period.
Yeah, he really was.
Except for in the Infinite Crisis special, where he was just a really bad, angry Batman.
Well, that was CW writing, so we have to add it up to that. That's about the best we could put. It was really
anywhere I turn right now, we're gonna get copyright claim from movie theaters.
Well, as long as you're not showing anything, we should be good. I just see walls. I just see walls. We're not showing anything. We should be good.
That was Tony.
He just really belted that out. Just no shame.
Everything's gonna get copyright claimed on this episode.
We'll take care of it later.
It is.
You're gonna live broadcast? You say anything?
I don't know what's going on anymore. I've lost all.
You lost all control.
Live stream.
My buddy clicked the link because I thought that the podcast was going to be next week, so you can see Black Panther, but apparently we're still doing it. So
yeah, yeah, we're
do what?
No, I didn't say anything. But what I was going to say though is, yeah. So aside from that, I was actually going over the Marvels. I was actually going a little bit over the Marvel schedule that we just actually went over. The biggest thing is that we're going to see the Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special and the Volume 3 movie is going to come along before James Gunn actually takes over at DC. So I don't think I've asked you. I don't think I've asked you. I don't get your opinion on James Gunn coming over to DC. How you like that? That's a good move, bad move.
Hold on, we got an echo. Couldn't hear you.
Okay, I'll wait for you.
Okay, what's the question? Black Adam's on one side.
No, I was just saying that with James Gunn actually wrapping up his duties over at Marvel and eventually coming over to DC. Did I ever ask you your opinion on that as far as James Gunn being a good move or a bad move for DC, or did we already cover that? I just don't remember.
Yeah, we covered that. We covered that last week. It was a good move because I think he has a good handle on the characters, and he will probably have a more solid plan other than to make things angry and gray.
Yeah, fair enough. But speaking of things which I never thought I'd see, because I know you posted this. I know you posted this in our group really quickly about Daniel Kaluuya being the voice of Spider-Punk in the next Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse movie.
Well, I mean, they banned him for Wakanda, so he's got to do something.
Well, true. I mean, yeah, for the longest part, we don't really know what happened as Wakabi. I don't want to really spoil it because I don't know myself. But yeah, just him being a voice in Spider-Verse. They are going to bring a lot more characters across Spider-Verse. It is going to be interesting. But your thoughts on that?
I don't really know too much about Spider-Punk, so I can't really say too much to it.
Joe doesn't know about comic.
I know he's a different universe Toby Brown, but that's about it.
Wait. What did he say?
He's got to go pee. That's what God said.
Oh, God. Well, I also want to ask you about this, too, because I know you posted this in our group about Nintendo forming a joint venture company with Dina and digitization.
It was just...
Go ahead.
No, I was going to say, I posted that because it's not too often Nintendo, enters into a gaming partnership with somebody, to that extent.
I'm gonna be honest with you. When I first read that, I was thinking, "Oops, Nintendo's going full digital." I was gonna say, is that gonna be the end of actual console games, just going straight to digitization? Which games are heading toward anyway, but it looks like Nintendo may actually be the first to pull this off.
Well,
But I thought that was interesting, though, the fact that they like you said, Nintendo really doesn't partner with a lot of companies in that sense, and the fact that they're partnering with Dina, or I hope I'm pronouncing this right, Dana or Dina, that does kind of say a lot, which makes me think that Nintendo might be going toward a digital platform only service with their games, which nothing wrong with that, but I think that's going to wind up happening in the long run. But still, you do got a point though, the fact that Nintendo actually announced that. Says screams volumes, honestly. But I do gotta ask this though, because I'm pretty sure you saw Dave Bautista put his Twitter video out. What did you think about him? Because right now there is that Netflix is moving forward with the Gears of War. They are moving forward with the Gears of War movie, and Dave Bautista is politicking hard for it, and I mean hard.
Oh, he's doing it again?
Yeah, he actually put a video out. He put a video out.
I had no idea. I just thought that I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah,
he's trying to be Marcus Phoenix again.
Yep, he wants to be Marcus Phoenix. And you know what? When I look at the video that he put out there, I think he can do it. I really think. I mean, he's got the build for it. He's got the look for it. Yeah, he just needs to get a little bit more of a gruffy beard, but put the famous bandana on his head, and he basically is Marcus Phoenix. He just could lose the red sunglasses though. But Netflix is moving forward with a Gears of War movie. I'm hoping they do it justice. I hope. It is my hope that they do it justice because let's be honest, Netflix does well. I won't even hold Cowboy Bebop. I actually did like Netflix's adaptation of Cowboy Bebop. But let's be honest, their record on actually keeping up with certain video game adaptations, that's like what? I think they're like 1 for 5 at this point. I'm almost certain 1 for 5 because I think they got maybe one video game adaptation right, and the rest of them are bad. But do you think that? Let me ask you this. But I'll ask you this, Joe. Do you think that Gears of War as a movie could survive?
Gears of War hasn't been relative in so long that they've even dropped Gears of War. Now it's just Gears 5 and Gears 6. Well,
I wouldn't even mind another Gears game, but I doubt we'll get one anytime soon. But as a movie, though, that's what I'm worried about. Because if you're gonna do a Gears of War movie, it's not gonna be geared toward kids. Not the way that story is. It is definitely not a kid friend. You know what it is? It's like what they did to Halo on Paramount. That's what I fear. That's actually what I fear. Your actual worst fear is what I fear is what they'll do. The same thing they did to Master Chief on Paramount is the same thing I think Netflix will do to Gears of War.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
I'm just gonna put it that way. That's what, to my opinion, it's gonna be basically that. What else I was going to say? Because not really a lot of news today, so I'm trying to think of everything.
Yeah, okay, I got to head out too because we're getting ready to jump into the theater.
Okay. Well, before you go, anything you want to let the folks know about?
Go see Black Panther.
Definitely go see. Definitely that. But all right, Joe, I know you're on location. Definitely see Joe. He will be dressed as Mr. Knight. Well, right now he's taking a break, but come out to what theater are you at, Joe?
It's the Malco Smyrna Theater. It's I'm with Dad Bod Cosplay tonight.
Dad Bod Cosplay.
Okay.
Okay, Dad Bod Cosplay and Associates.
And the associate.
Gotcha. Dad Bod Cosplay
Welcome.
and Associates. What is this, like a law firm? But anyway, definitely check out Joe and Dad Bod Cosplay. He'll be Mr. Knight at the Smyrna Malco Theater in Smyrna, Tennessee. Definitely check out Black Panther. Feel free to say hi, say hello. He is definitely a friendly guy, and he's a friendlier Mr. Knight that you'll see in the comics. But Joe, I'll let you go, man, so you can get a break and before you suit back up.
Okie doke.
All right, catch you flip that, man.
Later, bud.
All right, so as you can see, guys, Joe is definitely a cosplayer. He actually has a wonderful Mr. Knight, by the way. But definitely, if you're in the Smyrna, Tennessee area, especially tonight, definitely check him out there. Dad Block Cosplay, fun times all around. Now, that also being said, guys, some other news that I have, because like I said, not much of a news week. If you're a fan of Mass Effect, like I am, they did do a teaser because the 7th, which was this Monday, they came out with what they call N7 Day, which is basically when Mass Effect was first released. They did release a teaser saying that the next Mass Effect game is in the works. I cannot wait to play it. I really wasn't a fan of Andromeda just because different story. It felt like it was linear. It didn't really feel like the Mass Effect games that I'm used to in the past. So now that they are telling us that another new Mass Effect game is in the works, they did tease a little bit of a teaser, which is actually showing there, which is the transmission, which we will see a lot of the former characters, Liara, possibly Garrus, and others. If you're Mass Effect fans, you'll be very familiar with those characters, will be coming back to this series. So, but right now, like I said, it's a teaser. We don't really have any information, no laws on dates yet. It is literally and figuratively up in the air as we're waiting for new news to come along. Pretty much it for that. So, like I said, it's not a lot. And like as a Mass Effect fan, I am teased a lot just because I can't wait for it. Also, it's the same way as a Gears movie. You just heard me and Joe talk about Gears of War, and I love Gears of War. I am a dedicated fan of Gears of War. I still hope that Microsoft will give us a Gears 6, just because the way Gears 5 ended, it ended open-ended. That's all. I'll leave it at that because I don't really want to spoil anything. If you haven't played Gears 5, you definitely should. But Gears 6, Phil Spencer at Microsoft, please hurry up. We want to play. At least I want to play. But speaking of playing, guys, really quick, I did want to talk about God of War Ragnarok. I am not going to spoil anything. I will say this very quickly about God of War Ragnarok. It doesn't disappoint, especially in the first 10 minutes. Gameplay is smooth. I will say this. The mechanics have slightly changed, but it's not bad. Like most new games, the new learning curve. I myself, like most God of War games, you really get wrapped up in the story, and it definitely from the jump will have you wrapped up in the story. I'm a little bit of a 1 or 2 hours into the game, probably longer than that actually, but still great game to play. Love it to death. If you're on the fence about Mass Effect, I am wishing Mass Effect into existence right now. But if you're on the fence about God of War, you definitely should play it. It is definitely worth it. Also, let's see, because like I said before, we don't really have a lot of news because considering this week was the midterm elections, Black Panther coming out. I kind of feel bad for Black Adam, but then again, if you haven't seen Black Adam, now's the perfect time to go watch it. It's a great DC movie if you haven't already. And like I said, with Joe not here, we did have comic books, but in this case, because he's not here to go over them, we will just say those for next week. But I still want to give a shout out definitely to Rick's Comic City. They actually support us, so we want to support them. But definitely, if you're in the Middle Tennessee area, check out any one of their 3 locations: Nashville, Clarksville, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. You can also go to their website, which is actually what you're seeing here, to where you can buy comics online and even collectibles and graded comics. But definitely check them out if you are in the Middle Tennessee area. They were voted Nashville's #1 place for comic books. Also, if you're not in the Nashville area or Middle Tennessee area, always support your local comic book stores, support your local libraries. You can still check out mangas, comics, animations there, and still be able to read and watch to your heart's content. So definitely support your local comic book stores, support your local libraries, because trust me, you're going to miss them when they're gone. That being said, guys, like I said, we didn't really have a lot this week. I will say this, with Stargirl and CW, that episode was really, really bad. And I hate to say that, but Stargirl is already on its way to cancellation. Superman and Lois will probably follow suit. Oh, yeah, Titans. The new season of Titans has started, and already it's a great show. Do not want to get into specifics. I will say this. They did say that Brother Blood was going to be the big bad for this season. So if you haven't already, definitely watch. I think they're up to 4 episodes now streaming. They usually release every Thursday, but definitely check them out there as well. Beyond that, Chainsaw Man, also great. Definitely not for kids. Hey, sometimes you have to say it. Chainsaw Man is a great anime. If you haven't already watched it, definitely not for kids. Spy Family, I finally got caught up on that. That was a great anime. And for the better part, and I'll go into more detail as we get near the end of the season, because I don't want to spoil it. I just want to recommend it. Spy Family is also another anime you should definitely watch. And like I said, I'm trying to go back to animes I've never seen before. And feel free in the comments to tell me animes I should check out, because like I said, I'm still catching up on One Piece. I have a look. Let me tell you something. I will never stop trying to chase that white whale when it comes to One Piece. I want to be caught up with it just because the animation gets better. Oh, let me not forget Bleach, 1,000-Year Blood War. Also a good episode this week as well. But then again, it's Bleach. I just want them to do it justice, because we're going to see so much from this arc story that really it's just it. I don't want to get in the spoiling business. Definitely check it out. And I feel like I'm forgetting something else. It'll come back to me. But like I said, we're not gonna cover comic book pools this week. We may actually do that next week. Like I said, because my co-pilot is actually on site right now, cosplay, and his lucky duck behind is getting to watch Black Panther Forever. I will catch up with it hopefully sometime this weekend, because I want to be able to sit there and see it. Unfortunately, I can't wear all white because I don't do well with white, but I have an awesome Black Panther shirt that I'm going to wear anyway. So I'm looking quite forward to it. Beyond that, guys, like I said, not really a lot here that we have going on today. Just really wanted to give you the news as far as what we have currently. But like I said, with that being said, we're going to pretty much call it a wrap on this one. So before I do get out of here, I got to do some shameless plugging, as I usually do. Shout out to my buddy Yvonne, Big VZA Doc. You can definitely check him out there on all socials. Follow him everywhere, including TikTok, and he's back to making beats. Definitely check him out. Of course, my buddy Joe, before he took off, check him out at Total Justice Gaming as well. Total Justice Gaming on YouTube, Joe Italian last name on Twitch. I myself on all socials, BlackFox447. Definitely follow me, as I usually cover everything that I watch, play, or like, even gym stuff. I do a couple push-ups. Oh, also check out, because I did post the trailers for John Wick Chapter 4 and The Witcher Blood Origin. Really quickly, John Wick I was a little concerned about, but after watching the Chapter 4 trailer, it's going to be nice. It is going to be, if you haven't seen John Wick, you really should. You will not be disappointed. I'd recommend watching chapters 1 through 3 before you try to watch 4, just because it's going to make so much sense, because Reeves, Fishburne, and Donnie Yen, that's sold. If you have never seen a Donnie Yen movie, watch Ip Man. That's or Kill Switch. Either one. You can't go wrong. But like I said, amazing movie. I think John Wick, that comes out in 2023. This Christmas, we're actually going to get the Netflix's The Witcher Blood Origin, which is actually a story that takes place 1,200 years before Geraldo Rivera's story, with Michelle Yeoh in it. That looks like that's going to be awesome. But yeah, we got a lot. And also, let's be honest, we're not too far off from Turkey, from that one song that we all love. You know that one song, I got beans, greens, potatoes, yams, ham, you name it. You know that song. I'm not going to do it because I don't want Shirley Caesar to come after me. But, with Thanksgiving and Christmas coming around the corner, the last things I'll say, guys, be with your loved ones, check on them, enjoy your life, all that good stuff, because we definitely need more of that today. Because, again, with announcing the passing of Kevin Conroy as Batman, it just makes you put things into perspective. So say hello to your loved ones, check up on your friends, do everything possible to include that in your life. I know I'm not trying to sound corny. I'm just saying life is short. Life is short. Don't wait till tomorrow if you can't do it. Don't wait till tomorrow. That's all I'm saying. But beyond that, guys, the link that you see at the bottom, I'm going to just make that a wee bit bigger. If you copy and paste that into your browser, it'll take you to our link tree that has the YouTube and Facebook groups for all of our podcasts. How the Frack We Got Here, Git Bit, and of course, the Offense Podcast. Like, share, and subscribe. And again, let me know about things that we did cover tonight, guys, as well as things that you think that we should cover or look into. I am always taking anime suggestions. I am a big, humongous fan of anime. So if there's anime out there that you think I need to watch, or you think that is cool, or just want to share, feel free. Hit me up here on the Facebook page for the Offense Podcast, for the Git Bit Podcast, or the YouTube page for the Git Bit Podcast. Either one, or my IG handle, BlackFox447. I am always open to taking suggestions of the anime or video game kind, within reason, because some of y'all's tastes are a little bit different. That being said, guys, thank you all for watching, for liking, for sharing. I certainly appreciate that. We will see you guys hopefully next Friday, same Git Bit time, same Git Bit channel. I speak on behalf of Joe right now, who is definitely doing work as Mr. Knight, and myself, and saying, guys, thank you all for watching. Take care of yourselves and each other, and we will all get through this. Have a good night, guys. Peace.